Ho Longtao has 6 sworn brothers who grew up fighting together. Lu Hongda, eldest brother, is impulsive and linked to the criminal underworld. Wu Bing, second brother, is calculating and works as a banker. Lu Nan, the third brother, is a wealthy entrepreneur and brand owner. Sun Yu, fifth brother, is carefree and connected to media networks. Ah Ming, sixth brother, is loyal and recently started working in real estate. Lin Long, seventh brother, is affectionate but somewhat unreliable. Li Baoding is a police officer and a close friend from high school. Xiang Nianxiu heads an American pharmaceutical office in Beijing. Li Angyang is a government inspector and a trusted close friend. Zhuo Wei works as an auctioneer and is one of Ho Longtao's friends. The 7 brothers sealed their bond by drinking blood wine in high school. Ho Longtao is as loyal as ever to his brothers and close friends today. Li Baoding works hard at the Beijing police station without fail. Xiang Nianxiu manages major pharmaceuticals with a calm demeanor. Li Angyang inspects product quality with rigorous attention daily. Zhuo Wei confidently manages auctions and maintains strong social ties. Bonds of brotherhood and friendship have shaped Ho Longtao's life. Ho Longtao sits in first class, recalling last year's unexpected fortune. A blonde girl named Yuqin seats beside Ho Longtao and chats politely. Ho Longtao offers Yuqin a new medicine for motion sickness on the flight. Yuqin takes Ho Longtao's pill. Her eyes soon become glazed and unfocused. Ho Longtao leans close and kisses Yuqin, who responds mechanically, drugged. Ho Longtao pulls Yuqin into the restroom, ready to continue their forbidden act. Inside the restroom, Ho Longtao caresses Yuqin, eliciting uneasy sounds. Ho Longtao explores Yuqin's body, her discomfort mixed with dazed submission. Yuqin responds unconsciously to Ho Longtao's touch, lips seeking his fingers. Ho Longtao lavishes attention orally, indulging in Yuqin's innocence. Yuqin's body reacts intensely. She moans softly, craving more sensation. He gently pauses, doubting if he should press further with her innocence intact. Yuqin urges him softly to continue. Her drugged gaze sparkles despite daze. Ho Longtao prepares to penetrate Yuqin, cautious and wearing a condom. He soothes her with kisses and tender touches while she fights pain. Yuqin's pain fades as pleasure grows. She starts moving with him. Their motions create wet sounds. Their passion grows louder in close space. Yuqin convulses in climax. Ho Longtao feels her warmth despite the condom. Yuqin falls unconscious. Ho Longtao finishes and tenderly kisses her. Yuqin slowly wakes. Ho Longtao cleans carefully, avoiding any suspicion. Back in their seats, Yuqin rests her head on Ho Longtao's shoulder asleep. Yuqin awakes refreshed. They exchange numbers and promise to keep in touch. After arrival, Ho Longtao shows joy, kissing Beijing's ground with Yuqin near him. Ho Longtao reunites warmly with his sworn brothers, their deep bond visible. Ho Longtao arrives at the China World Trade Center on Monday morning. He notices the entire 16th floor is occupied by the IIC company. Ho Longtao enters a packed elevator, noticing the scent and a woman nearby. He playfully smacks the woman's, but as the elevator reaches the 16th floor, Ho Longtao meets Zhang Yueling, the general manager's all-business secretary. Ho Longtao meets general manager Su Ruyun, a stunning and strict woman. Su Ruyun sharply reprimands Ho Longtao for being 3 minutes late. Ho Longtao mentally admires Su Ruyun's beauty, distracted by her features. Su Ruyun dismisses Ho Longtao and sends Zhang Yueling to introduce the team. Ho Longtao follows Zhang Yueling, distracted by thoughts about Su Ruyun. Zhang Yueling introduces Ho Longtao to his new investment department team. Chu Yan jokes about Ho Longtao's youth and unexpectedly calls him older sister. Ho Longtao welcomes all team members warmly and lightens the mood. Chu Yan admits Ho Longtao is not what she expected, but admires his easygoing nature. Ho Longtao encourages friendship and respect beyond work titles among his team. Chu Yan teases Ho Longtao about his interest in Lu Ruyan, the ice beauty. Ho Longtao resolves to start by gaining trust of director Su through Zhang Yueling. Ho Longtao meets Li Baoding for dinner to discuss business and favors. Ho Longtao offers money to Li Baoding for palace favors and camaraderie. 7 friends hang out, some watch football, others play mahjong. Wu Bing discusses branching out after Ho Longtao joins the mahjong game. Ho Longtao plans to fake investments to secure a bank branch leadership spot. Ho Longtao announces PT Cruiser arrival, urging brothers to collect the cars soon. Ho Longtao goes to karaoke, knowing he is tone deaf and mostly watches others sing. Chu Yan outdrinks the big guys, surprising Ho Longtao, who is sober behind the wheel. Chu Yan laughs as Ho Longtao asks for a favor to save him from drinking pressure. Ho Longtao explains his drinking problem and how Chu Yan's help can save his meeting. Chu Yan agrees to help Ho Longtao Tao, planning to change clothes before the drinking session. The dinner, Ho Long Tao and Chu Yen dress sharply among casual classmates. Chu Yen drinks confidently, challenging the group while Ho Long Tao pretends to be grateful. Chu Yen stumbles drunk. Ho Long Tao insists she stops but is pressured to keep drinking. Ho Long Tao drives Chu Yen home after gathering. She drifts asleep on his lap. Ho Long Tao's lust grows. His hand ventures over Chu Yan's sleeping form in car. Chu Yen reacts to touch, stirred by alcohol, licking Ho Long Tao's aroused manhood. Their passion grows. Chu Yen moans pleasurably while Ho Long Tao continues fondling her. Chu Yen eagerly rides Ho Long Tao, both sharing intense carnal moments in the suite. Chu Yen urges Ho Long Tao to love her while expressing playful dominance over him. Their passion escalates. Chu Yen calls Ho Long Tao daddy as she seductively pleads. Ho Long Tao and Chu Yen share a passionate kiss, bodies entwined and moaning softly. After intense pleasure, Chu Yen wakes groggy in bed, remembers last night, and screams. Ho Long Tao arrives late and is scolded harshly by President Su. Lu Ruyan greets Ho Long Tao coldly while hiding jealousy in her tone. Ho Long Tao ponders Lu Ruyan's jealousy and resolves to pursue her actively. His attempts to date Ruyan fail repeatedly, leaving him disheartened. Ho Long Tao opens 2 bars named East Star in the police protected area. Ho Long Tao's relationship with Xue Nuo grows, impressing her mother. Ho Long Tao finds Ruyan sleeping at her desk, her face showing fatigue. Ruyan hides secret night work. Ho Long Tao follows her to a smoky bar. Ho Long Tao spots Ruyan working as a cigarette girl despite her high rank. Ruyan is harassed. Ho Long Tao intervenes, breaking a bottle over a thug's head. Several armed men rush out. Ho Long Tao decides to retreat to protect Ruyan. Ho Long Tao escapes with Ruyan in his car while pursued by the bar's thugs. Ruyan notices blood on Ho Long Tao's face and suggests going to the hospital. They stop near the stadium. Ho Long Tao tends his wound while Ruyan bandages him. Ruyan reveals her family's struggles and why she works late at night. Ruyan confesses her hidden love for Ho Long Tao, trembling in fear. Ho Long Tao reassures Ruyan he values her beyond money or status. The couple shares a tender kiss as Ruyan surrenders to her emotions. Ho Long Tao undresses Ruyan gently, respecting her pace and boundaries. The first intimate moments are tender. Ho Long Tao shows patience and care. Ho Long Tao tenderly explores Ruyan's body, evoking trust and pleasure. Ho Long Tao meets his sworn brothers at a high-end seafood place again. Lu Nan reports on Zhang brothers involved in last night's fight. Ho Long Tao shrugs off need for revenge after learning of the Zhang brothers. Ho Long Tao receives an unexpected call from Zhang Yuqian, inviting dinner. Yuqian talks on phone, reminding Ho Long Tao about her departure soon. Ho Long Tao insists on seeing Yuqian before she leaves America. They agree to meet the next night at 9-Headed Eagle in Anhui. Ho Long Tao picks Yuqian up at the airport and they reunite warmly. Yuqian reveals she stopped dyeing her hair and they share a gentle moment. Dine and chat, growing closer as Yuqian prepares to leave soon. Police arrive unexpectedly during a brutal scene in Mentugu warehouse. Li Baoding leads police team, surprised to see Ho Long Tao in the warehouse. Ho Long Tao coolly explains personal disputes while offering cigarette to Baoding. Ho Long Tao orders release of captives under strict condition of future favors. Ho Long Tao and Ru Yen exchange affectionate moments in his office. Phone call interrupts intimate moment. Ru Yen leaves with a kiss. Wu Bing informs Ho Long Tao of head office president's arrest and crisis. Ho Long Tao accepts the grave news but resolves to persevere no matter what. Ho Long Tao stops at the CAAC ticket office, spotting the familiar woman. Memories flood Ho Long Tao as he recalls meeting a girl 7 years ago. Falls off his bicycle. The girl smiles quietly as he lays on the ground. Ho Long Tao nervously tries to impress Chan Chen days later at Long Yi's house. He pushes Chan Chen down for a kiss. Her face turns in surprise, resisting softly. Ho Long Tao gently holds Chan Chen's waist as she asks if she's his girlfriend. Long Yi returns from back room. Ho Long Tao stops him, promising arcade visit later. Ho Long Tao tells Long Yi about Chan Chen at an arcade, anger rising. School starts. Ho Long Tao is busy but writes letters to Chan Chen. Chan Chen replies with a letter refusing romance. Ho Long Tao accepts yet is hurt. In the US, a flight incident makes Ho Long Tao remember Chan Chen deeply. He cries on the plane, overwhelmed by the thought of losing Chan Chen forever. He resolves to find Chan Chen again despite the difficulty in a huge city. Li Baoding helps Ho Long Tao find women named Chan Chen for his letters. After many unanswered letters, Ho Long Tao loses hope but remains restless. Chan Chen, taller and mature, appears again but avoids Ho Long Tao's gaze. Ho Long Tao turns and and rushes out, tears brimming but hidden from those nearby. He closes his eyes in the car, overwhelmed with emotions after 2 hours. A call from Su Ruyun snaps him back. A company emergency awaits urgently. Ho Longtao forces himself to relent on love and heads to work with resolve. She receives a fierce scolding but feels warmth from Yuling's care. Ho Longtao leaves work early and heads to Su Ruyun's secluded apartment. He carefully sneaks past security guards, knowing their patrol routine. Inside the apartment, he tests the bed and decides to rest before tonight's task. Unexpectedly, he falls asleep resting, unaware of time passing by. He wakes to sounds downstairs and quickly hides as Su Ruyun and Yuling arrive. Women embrace tenderly, sharing kisses and body caresses on the sofa. Yuling showers and changes into a daring lingerie set, enticing and bold. Ho Longtao embraces Yuling from behind, playfully teasing her desire. Su Ruyun wears matching black corset as Yuling joins her in the bedroom. The two women share passionate kisses and caresses, excitement clearly rising. Both women rub their bodies eagerly, driven by the drug's quickening effect. Yuling's gentle caresses bring them both to climax quickly and repeatedly. Ho Longtao enters boldly, surprising the women but familiar to Yuling. Despite surprise, the women continue intimately, trusting the man nearby. Ho Longtao guides Yuling lovingly, accelerating her pleasure to climax. Su Ruyun exhausts herself, sweat-soaked, yet beautiful and sensually tired. Ho Longtao maintains calm control, promising to reveal himself if she obeys. Her gentle kiss deepens. Ruyun slowly lets down her guard in passion. He teases the women with charming words and proximity, asserting control. Ho Longtao focuses on pleasing Yuling, pushing past interruptions swiftly. Yuling climaxes while Ho Longtao teases Ruyun with a fake dildo inside. Ho Longtao comforts Yuling, promising pampering while Ruyun watches uneasily. Yuling reassures Ruyun with a kiss, pledging loyalty before leaving the room. Ruyun sits alone, covering herself tightly, her emotions torn and body wet. Ho Longtao mockingly examines Ruyun's discarded panties, teasing with cruel words. Ruyun struggles and kicks as Ho Longtao presses down, kissing her foot teasingly. Ho Longtao replaces the fake dildo inside Ruyun, continuing his domination calmly. Ruyun begs to be freed. Ho Longtao ignores her, watching with a smile smoking nearby. Ho Longtao demands 2 conditions, offering to leave if Ruyun agrees immediately. Ho Longtao reveals a camcorder recording their intimate moments for leverage. Ho Longtao threatens Ruyun with sexual dominance, promising submission soon. Ruyun fiercely resists but senses reluctant pleasure despite her defiance. Ho Longtao remarks on Ruyun's beauty and hints at future torment and pleasure. Ruyun surrenders reluctantly, demanding Ho Longtao clean up before proceeding. Ho Longtao caresses Ruyun's cheek and breasts, coaxing her into relaxation. Ho Longtao uses skilled tongue movements on Ruyun's body, inducing involuntary pleasure. Ruyun slips between memories and reality, aroused despite conflicted feelings. A real, throbbing man replaces fake dildo. Ruyun surrenders body, hides mind. Ho Longtao excels, giving Ruyun powerful pleasure, causing intense ecstasy. Ruyun's mind blurs visions of her ex-husband, torn by new, overwhelming sensations. Ho Longtao delays climax to prolong Ruyun's pleasure, awaiting her full surrender. Ruyun tempts and feigns weakness to bring Ho Longtao closer, seeking escape chance. Ruyun kicks Ho Longtao's abdomen with sharp high heel, forcing him to fall off bed. Ho Longtao's head smashes against the bed rail, pain and dizziness engulf him. Yuling wakes refreshed, curious about Ho Longtao's morning activities. She listens at the door but hears nothing through the soundproof walls. She opens the door, finding Ruyun and Ho Longtao in an intimate act. Ho Longtao, uneasy yet full of desire, takes out a tattoo gun from under the bed. Ruyun awakens to sharp pain as Ho Longtao pins her thighs, tattooing her buttock. Ho Longtao finishes tattooing and begins to caress and pleasure Ruyun gently. Yuling finds Ruyun cuffed and sees the fresh tattoo on her buttock. Yuling questions why Ruyun remains cuffed while Ho Longtao keeps thrusting. Ruyun cries out as her orgasm nears, bursting despite the pain. Ho Longtao comforts Yuling, kissing her passionately and promising love. Yuling begs Ruyun not to give up on Ho Longtao. Ruyun refuses. Ho Longtao unlocks Ruyun's cuffs and restrains Yuling as they talk. Ho Longtao speaks affectionately with Yuling, then leaves to clean up. Ruyun, now calm and dignified, questions Ho Longtao about trust and conditions. Ruyun warns Ho Longtao of a 2-year limit to prove his success. Ho Longtao jokes about kissing her, but Ruyun keeps asking questions. Ruyun admits she tolerates multiple women but expects loyalty from him. Ho Longtao hugs and kisses Ruyun Yun, who remembers her tattooed pain. Ling requests the same tattoo. Ho Longtao agrees and marks her as well. Both women admire their tattoos in the mirror, showing the reversed slave love. Ho Longtao drives, slowing for an old man who is struck by a reckless car. Ho Longtao tends to the injured old man and takes him to the hospital immediately. Ho Longtao talks with police and later visits the old man's ward alone. Ho Longtao meets Chun Qian at the CAAC, but she declines his dinner invite. Chun Qian refuses Ho Longtao kindly, saying her boyfriend is waiting. Ho Longtao watches Chun Qian kissed by her boyfriend with angry resolve. Ho Longtao calls Long to meet for hot pot, feeling drained after rejection. Long tries to console Ho Longtao, telling him to move on from Chun Qian. Long's young cousins arrive. Ho Longtao meets new generation of locals. Ho Longtao hands cigarettes to cocky Chui Xiong and provokes a challenge. Ho Longtao claims the girls and fights Chui Xiong fiercely to defend them. After beating Chui Xiong, Ho Longtao warns him not to appear again. Ho Longtao and the girls book rooms, then he acts violently with one girl. In the hotel room, Ho Longtao brutally assaults the girl with rage and scorn. He humiliates and abuses her while expressing contempt for her lifestyle. Despite her pain, the girl's body reacts uncontrollably to his actions. Ho Longtao dominates her mercilessly, ignoring her pleas to stop anal pain. After his fury subsides, Ho Longtao smokes while the girl clings to him. Ho Longtao leaves hotel to join Long. Wind chills them on Chang'an Avenue. Xue Nua drags Ho Longtao to Fragrant Hills to see autumn leaves early Saturday. Ho Longtao embraces Xue Nua from behind in a secluded spot of the forest. Xue Nua resists intimacy in the woods but consents to gentle caresses instead. They share tender intimacy in the woods. Xue Nua whispers her love quietly. Startled by voices nearby, Xue Nua quickly fixes her clothes and leaves the woods. They walk through the park all morning till late before planning to meet her family. They meet at Friday restaurant. He Liping and her lieutenant colonel boyfriend present. He Liping promises to transfer bar license to Ho Longtao without charge. Ho Longtao and Hu Xuejuan discuss Hu's rise in the army and career. Women leave to restroom. Men talk about investments and Ho Longtao's role. After lunch, Hu Xuejuan drives off. He Liping and Xue Nua leave looking busy. Ho Longtao and Xue Nua walk to her home. She shows affection and teases him. Xue Nua explains her mother met Hu Xuejuan online and their cautious relationship. Enter Xue Nua's large 4-bedroom apartment. She offers him coke and a seat. Xue Nua darkens the room and leans on Ho Longtao's back while he browses online. They share tender intimacy. Xue Nua touches Ho Longtao while he reads on the screen. Xue Nua boldly and playfully seduces Ho Longtao with growing desire and moans. Share passionate lovemaking. Ho Longtao admires her beauty and softness. He Liping unexpectedly arrives home and hears moans from Xue Nua's room. He Liping watches secretly, wrestling conflicting feelings between curiosity and morality. After lovemaking, tension builds as Ho Longtao and He Liping meet unexpectedly. Xue Nua senses Ho Longtao's hesitation and urges him to stay for dinner. Ho Longtao quietly leaves Xue Nua's house, his mind troubled by thoughts of her mother. Ho Longtao asks Li Baoding to investigate Hu Xuejuan's background discreetly. Ho Longtao suspects Hu Xuejuan is a fake soldier with suspicious finances. Li Baoding doubts but agrees to help after Ho Longtao's thorough explanation. Baoding warns Ho Longtao jokingly about being careful with Xue Nua and her mother. At night, Ho Longtao and brothers enter a hiding restaurant with tense atmosphere. Ho Longtao tries to shake hands with the 4 tigers but is coldly ignored. The 4 tigers demand money while Ho Longtao trembles, desperate to avoid conflict. Li Qing angrily slams the table and mocks Ho Longtao's fear and failure. Ho Longtao tries to speak but is slapped. Lu Hongda pulls a switchblade in defense. Cui Jingchuan violently grabs Ho Longtao and threatens him with a BB gun to the temple. Ho Longtao tries to calm the crowd, risking more by showing a cold smile. Cui Xiang arrives with classmates and teacher Ren Jingyao, shocking the tense group. Ren Jingyao recalls past with Ho Longtao, flashing her youthful baby face and figure. Cui Xiang mocks Ho Longtao in front of Ren Jingyao and brutally kicks him. Ho Longtao fights back by smashing a wooden stick on Cui Xiang's head, blood flowing. Zhao Deshan pressures Ho Longtao for money as the situation grows more hostile. Cui Xiang assaults Lin Long repeatedly while Ren Jingyao mocks and laughs nearby. Depang delivers a suitcase of money, counting thick bundles of cash to the hostile group. Depang signals silently, setting up the police intervention while gangsters focus on the money. Police storms in, guns drawn. Ho Longtao reveals his true strength by shooting himself. Wounded Bao Ding falls as Ren Jingyao faints, witnessing the the violent gunfight. Ho Long Tao demands loyalty from gangsters, offering wealth or death with the 4 tigers. Ho Long Tao warns people to stay silent and live, throwing money to ensure obedience. Ho Long Tao leaves with police while kidnappers surrender. Tough leaders tremble in defeat. Ho Long Tao returns to Dewey Police Station after giving his statement late at night. Ho Long Tao enters the interrogation room and sees Ren Jingyao handcuffed and terrified. Long Gang hands Ho Long Tao a powerful electric baton for interrogation use. Ren Jingyao pleads fearfully for mercy as Ho Long Tao remains silent, cold, and stern. Ho Long Tao punches Jingyao in the stomach, breaking her spirit with harsh force. Terrified, Jingyao begs Ho Long Tao not to hurt her, promising to comply. Ho Long Tao threatens and coerces Jingyao with an electric baton, crushing her will. Jingyao breaks under pressure and reluctantly begs for sex to save her life. Ho Long Tao mocks Jingyao's begging, demanding more explicit words from her. Jingyao recites dirty words mechanically to avoid more pain and punishment. Questions her past lovers while asserting control as her final dominant partner. Reluctantly, Jingyao accepts her new role as his sex slave without resistance. Ho Long Tao forces Jingyao to perform sexual acts, ignoring her tears and pleas. He restrains her again and prepares for brutal sexual violence in the cold room. Ho Long Tao assaults Jingyao from behind, forcing her to endure pain and shame. He forces unthinkable acts on Jingyao, ignoring her desperate pleas for mercy. Jingyao suffers deep pain as harsh acts escalate, breaking her body and spirit. After brutal assault, Ho Long Tao collapses, exhausted and spent in the grim room. Dawn, Ho Long Tao leaves the police station with the broken Jingyao and loyal brothers. Ho Long Tao lifts weights, feeling exhausted but determined in Ru Yun's gym. Ru Yun comforts Ho Long Tao and warns him about overworking his body tonight. Yu Ling arrives and asks about Ru Yen before joining their close embrace. Ru Yun requests Ho Long Tao to host the general manager's wife visiting Beijing. Ho Long Tao reluctantly agrees to host but bargains for time deducted from his contract. Ho Long Tao greets Ai Lin at the airport, taking her suitcase with formal respect. Ai Lin provocatively places her hand on Ho Long Tao's thigh, testing his boundaries. Ho Long Tao resists Ai Lin's advances but feels conflicted about their past connection. Ho Long Tao smokes outside at night, remembering his difficult past in the US. Recounting past memories, Ho Long Tao recalls his nights with Ai Lin in America. In the same house, Ai Lin initiates unexpected intimacy as Ho Long Tao rests alone. Ai Lin expertly pleases Ho Long Tao with skilled oral techniques, their passion rising. Their mutual desire culminates with simultaneous climax and tender aftercare. Ai Lin asks for another demonstration of oral skill, showing her playful charm. Ai Lin warns Ho Long Tao of her limits, fearful her body might break again. Ho Long Tao teases Ai Lin playfully and insists on exploring all of her desires. Ho Long Tao carries Ai Lin to the bedroom, continuing his passionate dominance. Their passion peaks as Ho Long Tao thrusts fiercely, overwhelming Ai Lin's senses. Exhausted after powerful lovemaking, they rest together, breathing heavily. Ai Lin insists on performing oral sex again, eager to please with teasing charm. Ai Lin warns Ho Long Tao one more time of her limits but accepts his teasing. Eileen leaves Beijing quietly, focusing on her upcoming divorce. Ho Long Tao heads straight to Anjin Hospital after news of Zhou Kongyan. Ho Long Tao meets the doctor, then visits Zhou Kongyan in the ward. Zhou Kongyan asks why Ho Long Tao visits, confirming their bond. Ho Long Tao explains his feeling of responsibility to care for Zhou Kongyan. Zhou Kongyan jokes about extorting money but trusts Ho Long Tao. Zhou Kongyan asks if many girls like Ho Long Tao, surprising him. Zhou Kongyan warns Ho Long Tao about his poor health and dark energy. Zhou Kongyan shares his family's secret ancestral recipe legend. Zhou Kongyan recounts Qianlong Emperor's relation to his family's medicine. Zhou Kongyan shares tragic fate of his family due to their heritage. Ho Long Tao vows to care for Zhou Kongyan like family from now on. Zhou Kongyan entrusts Ho Long Tao with his family's secret prescription. Ho Long Tao doubts but decides to try the medicine from the old man. Ho Long Tao buys expensive golden scale grass and brews the medicine. Huang Fei drinks the medicine and impresses 2 prostitutes overnight. Ru Yun and Yu Ling return home but find Ho Long Tao missing. Ho Long Tao and 3 women reunite in the bathroom amid passion. Ru Yun and Yu Ling join, embracing Ho Long Tao in the jacuzzi. Ho Long Tao kisses and caresses all 3 women, enjoying their closeness. Ho Long Tao invites Ru Yun and Yu Ling to continue love while Ru Yen watches. Ho Long Tao shares passionate moments with 2 women, igniting desire. Ru Yun and Yu Ling pleasure Ho Long Tao with tender touches and kisses. Yu Ling Ling performs oral, while Ho Longtao savors touches from both women. Ru Yun and Yu Ling move together, intensifying pleasure as Ho Longtao thrusts. Ru Yen secretly pleasures herself while Yu Ling quietly comforts her. Ho Longtao comforts Ru Yen, calming her fears with tender words and touch. Yu Ling and Ru Yun embrace intensely while Ho Longtao watches closely. Ru Yen warms to Yu Ling's affection and agrees to join their intimacy. Ho Longtao pleasures Ru Yun anally, causing her both pain and delight. Ho Longtao penetrates Ru Yen anally, easing her pain with gentle care. Yu Ling comforts Ru Yen by licking her gently while Ho Longtao thrusts. Ho Longtao fiercely thrusts into Ru Yen, increasing intensity and pleasure. Ru Yen experiences the thrill of anal sex despite the initial pain and nerves. Ho Longtao spends 6 hours pleasuring the women, exhausting their desires. Ru Yen, feeling spoiled, asks for a tighter embrace from her loving brother. The lovers rest and reflect as Ho Longtao plans his next move against Shurya. Ho Longtao wakes Ru Yun and Yu Ling to dine, pondering a difficult confrontation. Ho Longtao briefs Bao Ding on the plan and gets Shurya's profile. Bao Ding gives Ho Longtao a police uniform and jokes about keeping it. They visit Shurya's workplace only to find she went home early for lunch. They decide to wait for Shurya at her home to avoid prying eyes downtown. Shurya opens the door in workout clothes, surprised to see 2 policemen there. Shurya invites them in and offers tea while maintaining distance and caution. Bao Ding questions Shurya about the Honda Accord involved in recent crimes. Shurya lies about her car being lent out but quickly contradicts herself. Ho Longtao slams the table demanding truth from the hesitant Shurya. Bao Ding warns Shurya about the suspects captured and her possible fate. Shurya reluctantly confesses her affair and threats from Hu Bing to the officers. Bao Ding shows Shurya a photo of Hu Bing to confirm his identity. Shurya reveals the blackmail and control Hu Bing exerted over her life. Ho Longtao scoffs at Shurya's frail exterior, hiding her weak spirit within. Shurya confirms the regular demands and threats from Hu Bing over months. Ho Longtao eyes a family photo and questions Shurya about her son. Ho Longtao suddenly attacks, cutting Shurya's resistance with a chop. Shurya collapses unconscious. Bao Ding leaves with handcuffs for backup. Ho Longtao begins assaulting unconscious Shurya to gain leverage over her. Shurya slowly wakes, confused and frightened by the man's assault on her. Shurya's pleas mix with reluctant moans as humiliation and desire clash. Ho Longtao reviews rejected patent applications, finding one that intrigues him. Chu Yen explains the reasons why investing in the patent is too risky. Chu Yen leans in teasingly, breaking the serious mood with intimate touch. Chu Yen demands punishment for his distracted work, coaxing him with dirty talk. He slaps her buttocks repeatedly, causing her to moan lewdly with pleasure. Chu Yen begs desperately, pushing her desire as he teases her intimately. He inserts fingers as she writhes, unable to hold back her intense craving. He tells her to mount him, wanting the act to proceed without delay. Chu Yen eagerly straddles him, beginning slow but deep intimate motion. He admires her form, caressing her while she orgasms repeatedly. They share a passionate kiss as she seeks release, setting the mood. He warns her before climax, asking permission to finish inside her. Chu Yen eagerly agrees just as his climax causes her to freeze and release. Afterward, they hug silently, then get dressed to resume work. Ho Longtao asks Chu Yen to invite Chu Peng for a direct talk. Zhang Li learns of the spot checks and the risk of losing his job. Zhang Li meets Ho Longtao, who offers a cigarette and plans to go out tonight. Ho Longtao invites Zhang Li to accompany him to dinner. Zhang agrees. At the dim restaurant, Ho Longtao introduces Zhang Li to He Liping and Xue Nua. Ho Longtao kisses Xue Nua deeply, distracting her from her mother's worries. He Liping grows angry at Zhang Li's inattentiveness and storms outside with her daughter. Ho Longtao follows He Liping and Xue Nua outside calmly, money left on table. Ho Longtao leaves as Zhang Li struggles with the angry crowd behind. He Liping scolds Ho Longtao fiercely while they drive away from the restaurant. Ho Longtao calms tensions with feigned innocence as He Liping grumbles. He Liping demands answers outside the building, blocking Ho Longtao's way. Ho Longtao tries to explain while He Liping grows more frustrated and suspicious. Tensions explode. He Liping accuses Ho Longtao with growing fury. Ho Longtao slanders Hu Xuejuan harshly, provoking He Liping's fury. Xue Nua seeks comfort from Ho Longtao after the heated argument ends abruptly. Ho Longtao promises love to Xue Nua and plans to make amends to her mother soon. Behind drawn curtains, He Liping watches Ho Longtao leave with tear-filled eyes. Zhongli asks Ho Longtao about hope, but Ho dismisses the idea bluntly. Chu Yan informs Ho Longtao about Chu Peng's interview without revealing investment plans. Ho Longtao answers an early call from Hu Xuejuan with a calm, cigarette-lit smile. Ho Longtao denies slander, claims the argument was misunderstood with Hu Xuejuan. Ho Longtao offers a red envelope to Hu Xuejuan to ease tensions and promises help. Xue Nua calls Ho Longtao, asking if his harsh words about Hu Xuejuan are true. Ho Longtao urges Xue Nua to trust him and avoid telling her mother sensitive truths. Ho Longtao presents the large investment application to Ruyun for her opinion. Ruyun assesses the patent value and cautions about market risks ahead. Ho Longtao makes a playful advance that Ruyun reluctantly tries to resist. Ho Longtao and Ruyun engage in intimate play until Yueling's arrival interrupts. At midnight, 4 men silently enter a damaged courtyard to capture Hu Ergo. One man expertly climbs over the wall with trained agility into the silent courtyard. They unlock the hidden main door and swiftly enter the sleeping home without light. Hu Ergo wakes to a knife at his throat and is quickly tied up in his own home. Depang demands photos and cash, but Hu Ergo refuses, risking scars to confess. Under threat, Hu Ergo reveals hidden boxes filled with photos and cash. Hu Ergo lunges for money but is immediately restrained and brutally punched. Depang mocks him and briefs his men to find the accord immediately. The punishments are noisy, but neighbors ignore the common fights in the area. Back at the quarry warehouse, Ho Longtao and friends prepare for a late-night gathering. Ho Longtao teases Ren Jingyao amid their game, enjoying intimate moments. Classmates argue over past grudges, while Ren Jingyao shows fear and loyalty. Ma Ming urges severe punishment for Hu Ergo, while Ho Longtao reassures Jingyao. Ho Longtao punishes Jingyao firmly, rewarding obedience with affection. Long warns Ho Longtao that she might be hurt if he doesn't stop soon. Ho Longtao comforts Jingyao and promises to spare her if she performs well. Hu Ergo is dragged into the warehouse, barely clothed and chained to the wall. They mock Hu Ergo's resilience after multiple painful punches and water dousing. Separately, Ho Longtao indulges in wild passion with Ren Jingyao, fueled by rage. Xue Nua finds nude photos of her mother hidden in Ho Longtao's drawers. Ho Longtao explains the photos, asking Xue Nua to believe his true intentions. The tape plays a conversation exposing Hu Xuejuan extorting He Liping with nude photos. Xue Nua reacts with shock and gratitude as Ho Longtao confronts Hu Xuejuan's lies. Ho Longtao chats over the phone with Zhang Yuqian, sharing warm, teasing moments. He Liping reviews the photos, slowly realizing the truth behind Hu Xuejuan's betrayal. He Liping calls Hu Xuejuan's number only to find it has been disconnected, fearing the worst. Mother and daughter each suffer through a silent, tearful dinner alone amid growing tensions. Xue Nua kneels to comfort her mother, who breaks down and confesses her guilt and sorrow. 2 policemen visit He Liping's home, bringing news of an investigation into Hu Ergu. Police explain Hu Ergu's criminal gang exploits and show evidence photo albums to He Liping. He Liping and Xue Nua share the painful story with police about Hu Ergu's extortion. Police reveal Hu Ergu's real identity and criminal gang ties, warning of ongoing dangers. Police request the nude photos as evidence, but He Liping explains they have been destroyed. Police leave after assuring He Liping they will notify her upon catching Hu Ergu. Ho Longtao calls Ru Yan into his office, seeking intimacy despite delays. He presses his face into Ru Yan's thighs, enjoying her scent and softness. As Ru Yan begs for help removing her pantyhose, a knock interrupts them. Chu Yan arrives and enters after knocking for several minutes, interrupting. Chu Peng arrives to discuss the exhaust purifier patent and investment. Ho Longtao challenges Chu Peng on the patent ownership and background. Chu Peng complains about his grandfather's lack of social skills and power. Chu Peng reveals his grandfather planned to donate patents freely to the government. Ho Longtao expresses disinterest in family drama, focusing on patents. Ho Longtao offers to buy the exhaust patent device, ignoring investment. Chu Peng demands a high price, claiming competing offers for the patents. Dispute price, Ho Longtao calls Chu Peng a fool before he leaves. Ho Longtao calls Zhuo Wei to discuss auction strategies over dinner. Ho Longtao drives his Honda, frustrated by its lack of power compared to US models. Ho Longtao finds Shirya's office and overhears her son pleading for money. Shirya nervously admits Ho Longtao is her drug factory director to her son. Shirya closes the door and acts cautiously while talking privately with Ho Longtao. Ho Longtao asks for a reward, revealing photos and film before Shirya. Ho Longtao invites Shirya to repay him tonight with intimacy in his office. Ho Longtao discusses auction tricks with Zhuo Wei to lower prices discreetly. Zhuo Wei explains auction rules and the risks of manipulating prices for Chu Peng's patent. They finalize a plan to manipulate the auction timing to suppress bids on the patent. Zhuo Wei declines to drive Ho Longtao home, citing his own schedule instead. Ho Longtao walks alone through a cold city street, frustrated by his struggles. Ho Longtao notices a crowded arcade and decides to step inside after a long time away. Local youths at the arcade recognize Ho Longtao and greet him warmly and respectfully. Ho Longtao asks the youths about their best Samurai Showdown player at the arcade. Ho Longtao calls for Zhao Zhenyu, interrupting his game with a playful yet firm tone. Zhao Zhenyu accepts the invitation, exiting the game to meet Ho Longtao with respect. Ho Longtao offers Zhao Zhenyu money to help him with an important task. Late at night, Ho Longtao returns home and finds Ru Yen waiting in his room for him. Ho Longtao wakes Ru Yen gently, and she embraces him warmly in return. The couple exchanges playful teasing and affection before settling down together. Ho Longtao undresses and climbs into bed with Ru Yen, who waits under the quilt. Kiss and embrace passionately, sharing tender and intimate moments throughout. Ru Yen deeply pleases Ho Longtao while he caresses her with growing passion. The lovers exchange affection and move closer, exploring and enjoying each other fully. They share a tender and fiery night, deepening their bond beyond words or time. The next morning, Ru Yen worries about a hickey, while Ho Longtao comforts her gently. Ho Longtao drives Zhao Zhenyu to the university's applied science school. Female students exit the arcade, with Shilong speaking to Chun Shi outside. Ho Longtao pulls out sharply, clipping Chun Shi's bicycle wheel on a narrow street. Ho Longtao stops quickly and rushes out to help Chun Shi, apologizing with anxiety. Chun Shi scolds Ho Longtao, but blushes shyly as he admires her beauty nearby. Chun Shi suffers a sharp pain. Ho Longtao catches her in an intimate hold. Ho Longtao lifts Chun Shi under one arm and supports her legs under the other smoothly. He opens the car door gently and helps Chun Shi settle inside the luxury car. Chun Shi examines the car's leather interior, surprised by its elegant comfort. Zhao Zhenyu enters arcade and watches Shilong dominate a fighting game. Zhao Zhenyu challenges Shilong, losing several games but holds his own skillfully. They agree to bet money and raise the stakes, each displaying growing pressure. At hospital, Ho Longtao helps Chun Shi remove shoes to examine her ankle wound. X-ray reveals minor crack. Chun Shi is bandaged and told to avoid weight on foot. Ho Longtao offers to drive Chun Shi to school while her ankle heals. Chun Shi declines the offer but relents to Ho Longtao's insistence to help her. Ho Longtao drives Chun Shi home, promising to pick her up for school the next day. Chun Shi holds Ho Longtao's card, feeling warmth remembering his touch on her foot. Chun Qian notices Chun Shi's blush and suspects she's hiding something important. Chun Qian suspects Chun Shi is hiding a boyfriend and vows to find out the truth. Ho Longtao phones Zhao Zhenyu, who reports progress in the arcade battle plan. Ho Longtao and Long chat at the billiard hall while passing teasing remarks.